See, coming to the sequence number, suppose if you are having like, suppose say like 101, 2 and 3 are the subject IDs. Okay. Now here how many element codes do we have? 4 different element codes, right? Which means uh, every subject should undergo all these 4 different element codes. Like every subject should undergo screening, should undergo baseline treatment, should undergo the actual treatment, and then follow up. Like all the 4 pages, every subject should undergo, right? Hello?
Yes, Pavani.
Yes, no? So here what I'm saying is, since all the since every subject has to undergo all the 4 phases, that's what they are saying here. Suppose say that ideally every subject should undergo all the 4 phases, but practically it might not be possible, right? So see, suppose say that 101 has undergone all the 4 phases, like all the screening, base, treat and follow up. So in that case, for screening, in case of screening, you have to give like the sequence number as 1. For treatment, for baseline, it is 2. For treatment, 3. And for follow up, 4. Okay. If 101 has attended for all the 4, then the sequence numbers will be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose say that 101, 102 has attended only for screening and base treatment. Okay. Only for base and screening. Then 102 will have the sequence numbers of 1 and 2. Okay. Suppose say that 103 has attended for screening, base, screening, base and treatment, but not for the follow-up. Then he will have the sequence number of only 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So this is how we have to allocate the sequence number. Got it? Depending on the So ideally they have to attend for all the 4 element codes, but depending on the element codes that they have attended, we will be assigning the sequence number. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Okay, okay, Pavani.
Clear?
Yeah.
Pavan bhai, what about you? Yojita?
No problem.
Yes,
I came in middle.
Okay. So you're not getting it?
Yes, problem. Can you explain one more time,
Yeah,
please?
yeah, sure. See. So here you have the subject ID, right? So we are creating that subject ID using statset and PT variables, correct? So first let us open the dataset that what
Yes.
we created. See here. So subject ID, right? So this is the same subject ID.
Yes.
So this same subject ID has attended only for screening, baseline and treatment, but not for the follow-up. Okay. So ideally, each and every subject should attend for all the 4 element codes, like for screening, base, treat and follow-up. For all the 4 they have to attend.
No, I think it's not mandatory, right?
Yeah, it's not mandatory, but ideally. So since here they have given the information, right? Like screening, base, treatment and follow-up, all the 4. Ideally, they should attend for all the 4, but practically they will not be. Okay. So what here they are saying is assign the sequence number based on the uh, based on the phases that they have attended, based on the element codes that they have attended, they are asking us to assign the sequence number. Okay. So one has attended only for screen, base and treatment. Okay. So here for screen you will be getting the value 1, for base you will be getting the value 2 and for treat you will be getting the value 3 as in for sequence number. Okay. Similarly for element code 2 you see element element code 2, he also have attended only for the 3. So the sequence number will be like 1, 2 and 3. Okay.
Okay.
So if you take this sequence number, okay, for this observation or else for this subject, the sequence number should be like 1, 2, 3, 4 because he attended for all the 4, right?
Yes, Pavani.
So
Got it now.
the sequence number should be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay.
So now got it, like how to allocate the sequence number?
Yes, Pavani. Got it.
Got it, right? See, for the same subject, depending on the here element code is the key variable, right? We have like 4 different element codes. So every subject should attend for all the 4 element codes. If they are not attending, according to that, we will be assigning the sequence number so that we'll have an idea. For suppose if any subject has only like 3 sequence numbers, say like only 1, 2 and 3, then easily we can say that, okay, this person has missed something. Like out of this 4, he has missed something, either follow up or treat or base or screen. Something he has missed. So we can say that, right, easily. And make sure that while we are
Yes.
creating the sequence number, we have to be very careful because we make use of the sequence number and subject ID as the reference variables in most of the cases. Okay. So we make these two as the reference variables in most of the cases. That's the reason while creating sequence number, we have to be a bit cautious. Okay. Now, here a small common sense is that first, anyone will be going for screening, right? In order to check the fitness, like whether they are capable to take the testing drug or not. To check that, anyone will be first going for the screening. The next one is baseline treatment. Baseline treatments as in like they will be taking like basic testing readings like diastolic blood pressure or systolic blood pressure or a height, weight, okay, like BMI, BSA. These kind of basic readings they will be taking for each and every subject. Now, the third one is treat. Treat is nothing but the actual study drug they will be giving. Okay. And once they have given the actual study drug, and after that, what they have to do? They have to do the follow up, right? Like what
Follow.
actually is
Right.
happening in their body, like after taking the drug. So next one is follow up. So these are the 4 different phases. So obviously we have to take the start date, right? So why we will be taking the start date? Because when they start, they obviously start with the screening and then they will be going for the base treatment and then they will be going for the actual treatment and then they will be going for the follow-up. So all this 4 will be done in 4 different days. Obviously it will be of the ascending order, right?
Yes, right.
Suppose say that today I'm taking the screening. Tomorrow I will be taking the baseline treatment. Day after tomorrow I will be taking the treatment, and that after that day I will be taking this follow up. So it will be like done in the sequence. So here what are the key variables that you will be considering is one is start date and the other one is ETCD and the other one is subject ID. Okay. So actually we no need to think of it. They will be giving us, they will be providing that information to us. Okay. Close this. So as like this, they will be providing the information. Okay. See, sort by subject ID, start date and element code, and then 1 to n within the subject ID. Okay. So 1 to n is nothing but see how many element codes do we have? 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. For each and every subject, we should have 4 sequence numbers if they are attending for all the 4. If not, you will be having like lesser sequence numbers. Okay. Now, how to assign the sequence number means data. So generally we can make use of the first dot here. Generally what first dot will do? In a particular group, for the first observation it will assign value 1 and for rest of the observations it will assign value 0. Remember?
Yes, Pavani.
So we can make use of
Yes.
that here. Okay. SE, set, SE. Okay. Now, so they are saying sort by subject ID this one, right? So first sort the data. Proc sort data equals to SE. By what? By what variables? subject ID and run. Okay, that is it now. By now, if first dot, okay, subject ID, within the subject ID they said, so first dot subject ID. If it is the first observation, then SESEQ equals to 1. Okay. Else, I'll say that else it will assign 0, right? But we don't want 0. So else I'll say SESEQ plus 1. Got it? So sequence number is already 1. So open this one. Suppose say, wait.
Yes.
I'll sort the data and then we'll open it so that it will be much more clear. Open this. See here. See for the first observation. So it is only the it is like one subject ID, right? So he has attended only for screening. So in this case, you will get only one value per sequence number.
Wait count.
Huh? Hello? Hello? Again, what happened? Hello?
Yes, Pavani.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, no?
We
Okay.
are counting.
Yeah, okay. So for second subject ID, see? All the 4. So for screening, you will be getting the sequence number as 1. For base, you should get the sequence number as 2, right? So in order to get it as 2, already the SESEQ value is 1. So if you write SESEQ plus 1, then what happens? Already the SESEQ value is 1. So 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. When it is executing for the third statement, then what happens? It will be again SESEQ plus 1. So which is nothing but already SESEQ value is 2. So 2 plus 1, which is 3. For the next one, it will be 4. Here, since again the subject ID got changed, right? So it will be again 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So like this,
Yes, ma'am.
we can assign the sequence numbers. Okay. Run this program. Check log window. Okay. Now open this one. Okay, we got only 1 for everything. No, that shouldn't be the case. If first dot subject ID, then SESEQ equals to 1. Else SESEQ plus 1. Even if you don't write this condition, also not a problem. Where element code is not missing. Okay. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. For this particular subject, since he has only screening, he got the value 1 sequence number. And see, for this subject, for the next subject, okay, for the same subject, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Clear, right?
Yes, Pavani.
Yes, no? Okay. So once you practice, sequence number is like one of the very key part, okay, in while we are creating SDTM datasets. It is very, 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 very important. Sequence number, the concept of understanding the sequence number is. So once you practice, and if you are not understanding the how to create the sequence number concept, again I'll explain you, okay? How many times you want, I'll explain you those many times. But it is like very, very important, sequence number, because we take the subject ID and the sequence number. So if you observe here, so sequence number we are creating with all the key variables from the particular data set. So which means obviously we can just, rather than taking these many variables as the reference variables, you can just take the subject ID and the sequence number as the reference rather than taking like these many variables. Okay? So that's the reason it is very important. Okay. So once you start creating the sequence number, if you are not getting it, I'll explain you again. Uh, I'll share today all the programs with you. Tomorrow is like anyways weekend. I'm not going to take the session tomorrow. So you practice this EX, okay? So I think in EX also you have to create the sequence number, okay? And you have to refer to the raw data set called EX, right? Where is EX? Here. And you have to refer to the raw data set TM ADM, okay? So I'll be sharing that raw data sets also with you, okay? Refer to this raw data set and create the sequence number, okay? Here I'll modify the notes like what you have to what condition you have to use in order to create the sequence number. I'll write it here. Okay, just create that VM. Okay,